There's a major problem with the Red Dawn Shout Factory release. Let's talk about it. Shout Factory has made the mistake of misprinting the audio track that is available on their new 4K disc release of Red Dawn. If we take a look at the back, at the disc spec information, we can clearly see it says Dolby Atmos, but it's not the case with this release. There's only a DTS 5.1 master audio track for both the 4K and Blu-ray. This was just confirmed by Shout Factory themselves. So this is a clear misprint here. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the major issues with having a misprint like this. Also, why this release still may be worth your money, even though it's a little disappointing here. And then ultimately, what Shout Factory should be doing to make this mistake right with the collecting community. So let's get into it. First, to get into the major issues associated with Shout Factory giving us this misprint on their 4K release of Red Dawn. Wow, Shout Factory, you're slacking on us again. Us as a community, we were expecting a Dolby Atmos track. That's what was promised here. So this feels like false advertising. We wanted this 4K upgrade not only for the visual upgrade, but also the sound. That's a big selling point of upgrading to a 4K disc, is getting the best of the best audio track out there, which right now is Dolby Atmos. So then as a community, when we don't get what we're promised with a Dolby Atmos track, this is just a major disappointment and another mark against Shout Factory and Scream Factory. I mean, where are the quality controls? Who's reviewing this information before it goes to printing? We gotta have more of a team doing this to catch these mistakes, because we're not getting what we paid for as a community. And this item here, this collector's item, wasn't cheap. This was over 30 bucks. That's a lot of money for one release. And it's just a major disappointment. I mean, come on. And I didn't find out this information until I was notified by a commenter on my channel. Side Hustle Cinema let me know that, yeah, this was a misprint. If Side Hustle Cinema didn't reach out to me, I probably wouldn't have known. But after that comment, I went and did the research myself and saw another article confirming that, yeah, this was definitely a misprint here. Such a big disappointment, because we did not get what we paid for as a community. And this isn't Shout Factory's first mistake. They've made multiple mistakes over the past few years. Now, it's not just them. Yeah, other boutique labels have gone through other issues, and just other releases out there have had problems before. But Shout Factory, it seems the problems are adding up here. With our Scream Factory release of Friday the 13th, we had a couple discs in there that had to go through a whole disc replacement program, which takes time from the collectors. We have to go through that hassle if we want the correct disc. And this isn't even a disc manufacturing issue here. This is misprinted labels. I mean, come on. This should have been something they could have caught in quality control. So just really disappointed here that we didn't get what we were promised as a collecting community, what we paid for, what some of us expect we were going to get. And once again, more mistakes adding up from Scream, Shout Factory. This to me makes me a little bit distrusting of this boutique label now. Yeah, they do great work. They've had a lot of awesome releases. So I've always liked Scream and Shout Select. I've enjoyed them as a boutique label, but as these mistakes add up, it just makes me want to be more cautious of my purchases and maybe wait on a few of them to really see if we're getting what we are promised. And that's not good for them. That's not good for us, because I want to buy good quality products that I'm promised. And now with all these mistakes adding up, I think us as a community are just going to be more cautious. So Shout Factory, some major issues with this misprint. Now to talk about why this 4K release of Red Dawn still may be worth your money. Well, it does look nice. It's great artwork for both the collector's steelbook and also the collector's slipcover release of this movie, it still looks really nice and it's a collector's edition. So you're getting that collectability factor. Also, you're not only getting the collectability factor, you're still getting an upgrade with the 4K disc in terms of visuals. So there is some good sharpness in the image quality with this upgrade. So that's really the selling point. Do you want to pay about $5 more to get a sharper image? Because that's what you're really going to get this one for, along with, of course, the collectability of it. Because Shout Select already has a Blu-ray release of Red Dawn, and actually that Blu-ray release has the same special features. So they didn't get any new special features for the 4K disc in particular. These are still the same Shout special features from their Blu-ray release of this one. So it's not the best upgrade in the world on everything. Really, it's just a visual upgrade and a box upgrade in some respects. But I still think it's worth the $5 more if you've never gotten this title before. If you don't have the Blu-ray Shout Select edition of this movie, you don't have this movie at all, then the 4K I think still is the way to go if you're really interested in this movie. I still enjoyed the movie. I think it's very solid, very entertaining. So I'm happy now to have it in the best way you can see it possible, which is this 4K release. It just didn't get to that level with everything else. Wish there was new added special features to the 4K release. Wish there was that Dolby Atmos soundtrack, because once again, soundtrack is the same, the DTS 5.1 master audio. So it's just that 4K upgrade. But for the price comparison, I still think it's worth to get the 4K if you're interested in the movie. It's just a little bit more disappointing and not as good as the community once thought it could be. Finally, we got to talk about what Shout and Scream Factory should do because of their mistake. How can they make up for this with the community? I definitely think they should be doing something, because maybe not everybody out there knows about this mistake. Like I said, they fooled me. I thought it was a Dolby Atmos track. I thought it sounded great because I never saw the Blu-ray release of this one. So if somebody didn't reach out to me, I would not know about this issue. But they should be straight up and just let everybody know that did buy this movie. Personally send out like an email to everybody who purchased this movie. Let them know, hey, sorry, there was a mistake on the description here. You didn't get the Dolby Atmos track. We deeply apologize. And now to make up for it, we're going to give you a slight refund on this, a discount on the item, or maybe even a voucher for the mistake. A voucher you can use towards to another Scream Factory title, like maybe a $5 voucher at least. That would be something nice due to their error of this misprint. They should do something. Yeah, I know the movie's now a few bucks discounted on some sites, so you can get it a little bit cheaper. But I pre-ordered this one, so I paid the more expensive price for this one. And now to see that there's a mistake and I don't think anything's confirmed to be done about it, that's just unfortunate. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong out there. Let me know if they decided that they were going to do anything about this issue. But I think they should step up and say that everybody who purchased this, even those that don't know about the mistake, let them know. Be straight up. There was an issue, but because of that issue, that misprint, we're going to compensate you in some way. Here you go. Here's a voucher to go to another title. And then the community, yeah, we would be, still disappointed with not getting the Dolby Atmos track. But then we would understand, hey, everybody makes mistakes. There's just people just like us working at this company. Mistakes are going to happen. You can't get everything correct 100% of the time. But you know what? You admitted it. You apologized for it. And you made up by compensating us a little bit with a voucher. I think that's a perfect way to do it. I think Shout Factory should do that. But let's see. Are they going to not do anything about it and just hope this one passes along and people forget about it? I hope they don't try that strategy. I hope they do something. But let me know in the comments below What do you think about this misprint of the audio track on this 4K disc release of Red Dawn? Do you think that this is a huge mistake, or do you really not care about this mistake? Do you think it still sounds amazing and doesn't really affect you at all? Also, what do you think Shout Factory should do? Do you think they should compensate us in some way? Let us know down below. And if you're just discovering the channel for the very first time and you love collecting physical media and being part of this amazing mega fan community, make sure you subscribe right now to stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics.
Come on. Do it. Do it. Come on. Come on.
And if you like this physical media topic video, click another video to see more. Also, like the video, and this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.